On Sunday, President Donald Trump was asked whether he would uphold the Constitution as president of the United States. And his answer to it, of course, was not good. It was terrible.
Don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know. I have to respond by saying again, I have brilliant lawyers that work for me, and they are going to obviously follow what the Supreme Court said.
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my lawyers, he says. Bro, really? Really? I feel like this should kind of be basic knowledge here. The answer is, of course, yes, you are there to uphold the Constitution. Literally swore to uphold it during his inauguration. You know, the whole oath of office thing that he read. I know. And by the way, here's what it said. Here's what he said. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States, and I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. I don't know, man. It kind of sounds like he swore to uphold it. I guess he didn't mean it. Kind of like he didn't mean it when he said he'd lower grocery prices day one. But, you know, he's a liar. And when you lie all the time, don't be surprised that, you know, again, don't be surprised, okay, that this guy lied about upholding the Constitution literally his entire job. All right, but here's the thing, though. If you're surprised by this, you shouldn't be, because the only reason that Trump ran in for 2024 is to avoid prison, okay? And, you know, a little bit of a side quest there is, oh, if I win, I get to punish my political enemies. So, yes, avoid prison and punish the people who attempted to put me in prison. Yes, let's do it. That's what he said. Look, he does not care about the law. I think it should be pretty obvious by now. He is a 34-count convicted felon. Probably would have had more convictions had he been able to actually go to court. But thanks to the Supreme Court, thanks to his lawyers and our legal system and how slowly it goes, well, it turns out you can pretty much avoid all problems with the legal system, avoid all accountability if you run for president and win. So there you go. There you go. I don't think I need to remind people that getting those 34 counts, by the way, involved due process, which is the same thing that he is actually denying for other people. In fact, he was asked about this during, or I should say, in the context of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, that was earlier in this very same interview.
Your Secretary of State says everyone who's here, citizens and non-citizens, deserve due process. Do you agree, Mr. President?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
Well, the Fifth Amendment says
I don't know.
as
It might say that, but if you're talking about that, then we'd have to have 1 million or 2 million or 3 million trials. We have thousands of people that are some murderers and some drug dealers and some of the worst people on earth. Some of the worst, most dangerous people on earth. And I was elected to get them the hell out of here, and the courts are holding me from doing it.
I don't know, man. I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea. I have no idea what due process is, even though I've experienced due process a whole bunch of times. Yes, a whole hell of a lot of times. Seriously? And by the way, speaking of the, we're getting rid of these dangerous people, right? How do you know they're dangerous unless you give them due process? I'm just saying, that's the entire point here. But again, it's not just the courts that are stopping Donald Trump. All the courts are doing is, well, they're trying to uphold the law. That's what they're doing. They're doing their job in interpreting the Constitution. Now, on the issue of due process, there is really no interpretation needed here, because it's spelled right out in the Fifth Amendment that no one shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law. The 14th Amendment also says No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States. Okay. Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Yeah. That any person means any person in the jurisdiction, in the country, that's undocumented or not. Undocumented people get due process. It is so important that it's literally in the Constitution twice, and Trump wants to ignore it and then claim, I don't know. I just don't know about it, y'all. Look, when he says that, by the way, nobody should believe that he doesn't know anything about it. Of course he does. He just doesn't want to admit that he is wrong and on the wrong side of the law. And the reason is because he wants to continue breaking the law. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.